What's going on, everybody? I thought I would make a video for you guys. I think this is going to be a very educational video. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I read the comment section of one of my videos, and it was still astounding and amazing to me that people still do not understand what negotiable instruments are, what their function is, um, why, what are the widely or accepted negotiable instruments, what a negotiable instrument is, what a credit transaction is, what a credit transfer is. Most people do not understand none of this stuff. And you guys have a lot of people on the internet and they got y'all going all over this place. You got to authenticate your birth certificate. You got to be a secure party creditor. It's amazing to me how, like, you'll watch a video and somebody, and I watch other people's stuff because sometimes I don't want to hear my own voice all the dang on time. Um, but you'll see, look in the comment section, and the person be like, "Oh yeah, you make your payment like this," and then the person be, "Do you got to be a secure party creditor?" Where did the person say that? See, people need to learn how to actively listen. I'm gonna keep it 100. People do not know how to listen. That's why you're having the problems you're having. Okay. So we're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you that when you're talking about negotiable instruments and things of that nature, it's a lot simpler than you think it is. And just sending a remittance to a bank does not mean they have to process it. You have to actually know what you're doing when you're sending a remittance, and your endorsement. You have to know what you mean. Okay, let me explain this. Right, I just made one of the best mistakes I ever made in my life. And let me tell you, I'm not even going to tell you what the mistake is. But the beautiful thing about making a mistake at times, what it'll do is it'll show you everything. So a lot of times people don't want to make mistakes. So they're in comment sections and watching videos, and they want the other person to make the mistake so they can benefit from the mistake. And that's why you will never win. You will never win because you're trying to use people, you're trying to finesse people into your own personal gain. It won't work for you. So when it comes to remittances, when it comes to that, some of you guys need to understand what is going on. So let's go into this, right? So we're going into the law in regards to this. This is not a negotiable instruments law. I'm sorry, my computer's kind of acting up. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is the general provision. Okay. Act one, sphere of application. This law applies to credit transfers where sending where any sending bank and its receiving bank are in different states. This law applies to other entities that, as an ordinary part of their business, engage in executing payment orders. You will hear me say this over and over. You need to learn how to make an order to pay. You need to learn how to make a demand. You need to learn, yes, all a check is a payment order. That's all a check is. So if you send a check to the lender and the lender does not understand your payment order, they're going to instantly decline you guys. This is why most of your remittances do not process, because you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're depending on the information from somebody who don't know what the hell they're doing. So look, when you tell somebody something, you have to have knowledge of it, because if the bank says, "All right, we're just going to test this person, we're not going to approve it. Let's see what they got." The bank can take your remittance, steal it, say they didn't process it, and they 100% did, because you don't know what's going on. Okay. And if they don't accept your remittance, what you gonna do? "Man, that don't work. I tried to use so and so program, it didn't work." What are you talking about? Did you follow up? No. Did you send a letter to the bank? No. Did you escalate it? No. Then you're the problem. In the same manner as it applies to banks, for the purpose of determining the sphere of this of application of this law, branches and separate banks, separate offices of a bank in different states are separate banks. Article 2, definitions. For the purpose of this law, and this act really don't matter. I'm gonna bring it in its entirety, but this really don't matter. I'm gonna show you why your agreement tells you what to do and how ignorant you're gonna feel after you say, "Oh my God, this dude has been giving me the answer the whole time. I've given you the answer since 2017, and you haven't paid attention." You ain't telling us everything because each man has to study, each man and woman has to study to show themselves approved. It said that in the Bible. Interfering with that is devilish. You're supposed to come into your own, not me tell you to come into your own. For the purpose of this law, A, a credit transfer means the series of operations beginning with the originator's payment order. What is the originator's payment order? Okay. Made for the purpose of placing funds at the disposal of the beneficiary. Wait. The funds in my credit account, therefore, the disposal of me? Yes. So then why are you sending them a payment order for them to disperse the funds correctly? The term includes any payment order issued by the originator's bank or any intermediary bank intended to carry out the originator's payment order. See, they telling you right there. So if you're sending a remittance and it is not correctly done, it is not the correct payment order. I'm gonna show you some sauce. I'm gonna show you a hell of a sauce. Okay, look. A payment order issued for the purpose of effecting payment for such an order is considered to be a part of a different credit transfer. Okay? Payment order means an unconditional instruction in any form by a sender to receiving bank to place at the disposal of a beneficiary a fixed or in or determinable amount of money if I, the receiving bank, is to be reimbursed by debiting an account of or otherwise receiving payment from the sender, and the instruction does not provide that the payment is to be made at the request of the beneficiary. Nothing in this paragraph prevents an instruction from being a payment order merely because it directs the beneficiary's bank to hold until the beneficiary requests payment funds for a beneficiary that does not maintain an account with it. C. Originator means the issuer of the first payment order in a credit transfer. Ooh, had to go young and May on you. Ooh. D. Beneficiary means the person designated in the originator's payment order to receive funds as of the result of a credit transfer. You are both the maker and the issuer. If you understand contract law, if you understand a promissory note, the maker and the issuer are the same. That's why the maker has so much power. You guys are just asleep at the wheel. Okay, look. E, sender means the person who issues a payment order, including the originator and any sending bank. So when the bank sends you a statement, I don't know why people are telling you a statement is a negotiable instrument. It is not. A statement is not even recognized as a negotiable instrument. So when people are telling you put this endorsement on it, what they're trying to do is convert the statement into a payment order. So you don't need all them stamps and all that bullshit people are telling you about. That's garbage. And they sit there and tell you, oh, you got to go to the Stamp Act. Where did you get that from? Where does it say that in a negotiable instrument? What are you talking about? So a negotiable instrument does not need to be stamped, have stamps and a stamp act. Where do people get this stuff from? People just be collaging stuff and putting it together. Receiving bank means a bank that receives a payment order. Whenever a bank receives a payment order, They are liable for the payment order, but you have to structure the payment order in a way that they are liable for it. Okay. Intermediary bank means any receiving bank other than the originator's bank and for the beneficiary's bank. Funds or money includes credit, what? In an account kept by a bank and includes credit denominated in monetary units. Who told you this? It was me. I told you this. I told you that a nation has to honor its money. That gold and silver is not money. It all it is a commodity. Okay. The fact that your debt is indexed in USD means that it is an obligation. Doesn't mean it's quite an obligation of the United States. Why? Because you're holding it. Why? Because you're over the age of 18. Why? Because you're considered competent, meaning you're supposed to know how to transfer liability. Y'all gonna stop playing with me like I'm out here saying misinformation, and I'm the one giving you the correct information. There's a lot of people out here giving you misinformation. Jesus. So credit denominated in monetary unit or of account that is established by an intergovernment institution or by agreement